Hello viewers and students, this is lecture 5 of the Strength of Material series and today's topic is equation of elastic curve. Now in strength of material, the curve along which the axis of beam is bent under the action of load is said to be elastic curve, and that is what called equation of elastic curve. And if the equation of elastic curve is known, the differential equation of the theory of bending can be used to determine the various properties of the beam, that is the deflection of any section of a beam as well as the angle of rotation, the bending moment and transverse force, etc. In short, you can say it is a relation between slope, deflection and radius of curvature. Now here is a curve we are considering on xy plane, and this curve has a center of curvature at point C and it has a radius of curvature as a r. Now a very small elemental length of the curve is being taken here, which is represented as ds, and this elemental length of the curve, which is shown between P and Q, subtend the angle d psi at the center C. And since ds is very small, we can also make one right angle triangle, and we can also calculate the rise of the curve along y-axis, which is dy, and the change in the position of the curve along x-axis, which is dx. So that's why it is written dx and dy. Now on this P point and Q point, there are two tangents. One tangent is making an angle psi from x-axis and another tangent is making an angle psi plus d psi. So the difference of angle between two tangents is d psi, and that is what the angle they are subtending at center of curvature C. So this is very small length, and the angle is subtended at point C is d psi. Now from the geometry of the figure, we find that angle PCQ is d psi, which is a subtended angle. I have already told you. Now the ds can be written as r multiplied by d psi, which is r is the radius, and multiplied by the subtended angle d psi, and r can be written as ds upon d psi equals to dx upon d psi. Why dx upon d psi? Because a very small unique assumption is being taken here, that is ds equals to dx. And why we have taken? Because they are very small and a small elemental length can be assumed to be equal. So there will be hardly any difference between dx and ds because they are very small. And to simplify the scheme of things, we can take ds equals to dx for simplification. So we can write 1 upon r equals to d psi upon dx, and we also know that tan psi equals to dy by dx at any point by where x and y are the coordinates at that point. And if psi is very small, then tan psi can be written as psi, and differentiating with respect to x, we can write d psi upon dx equals to double differentiating dy by dx, which is d2y upon dx square, and substituting 1 upon r equals to d psi upon dx. So we can get a very important equation, 1 upon r equals to d2y upon dx square, or you can say the inverse of the radius of curvature of any curve is equal to the second order differential equation, which is d2y upon dx square. Now we will use this equation, which is from the equation of pure bending. We have m upon I equals to E upon r, or m equals to EI into 1 upon r, substituting for 1 upon r as d2y upon dx square, and finally we get the desired equation which we wanted to get, and this equation is m equals to EI into d2y upon dx square, where m is the bending moment, E into I is called as flexural rigidity, where E is modulus of elasticity and I is moment of inertia. And this is a very beautiful equation, and which is called in general as equation of elastic curve. On left hand side you will find there is a bending moment, and on right hand side there is a constant E into I, which is a constant for a particular beam of a particular material and for a particular orientation. E into I is flexural rigidity, and d2y upon dx square is a second order differential equation. So finally we get the desired equation, and we will use this equation to calculate the deflection of beam y as well as the slope of the beam dy by dx. And since this is differential equation, so we have to double integrate the equation to calculate y as well as dy by dx. Thank you very much. Please like, share and subscribe. If you have any query, You can comment on the comment box or you can ask. Thank you.